it will be a lie for me to tell you that everyone will make it to the league, but you can still have an impact in whatever aspect you want, work field you want.
It's fascinating, dude.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. Like, because as a parent and then also as a coach, as I coached baseball for many years, like when you do a camp, you want those parents to see their kids light up when they come out of that camp.
Yeah.
Right? Like happy and fulfilled and armed with knowledge. And a lot of times it's just focused on the technical aspects of the sport.
Yeah.
You know, which is only a fraction of
exactly
who they, it's not even who they are, it's what they do. Right? Being a football player is not who you are. It's something that you do, right? You know, just like this is something I do. This is my profession. This is my job.
Yeah.
It's not who I am.
Nah.
It's part of what makes me who I am.
I think a lot of people get lost in that.
Come on, man. Yeah. I have. Have you ever had moments where you got lost in that?
I try not to because it got harped on so much. Yeah. I really force myself, but I feel like I might go through that towards the end of my career. Like I'm still in the middle of it, you know, but towards the end of it, when it's slowly going to be done and I'm slowly going to realize like, yo, this might be over with. Like, you know, maybe I can't run as fast as I can. Like my body is crumbling down and all that stuff. Like I might have to find something else. And that's where NFL players, professional athletes, they're like, damn, I'm scared of shaking someone's hand and saying like, hey, I'm such and such from this team. No, you're not such and such from this team no more. You're just Benjamin.
That identity shift, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people call it that, you know, I used to call it the identity crisis. I did a TED Talk on it, right? About my shift from being a collegiate baseball player at LSU, which is pretty much a professional baseball player, right?
Yeah, no.
You get a lot of exposure there. And then, you know, the last out's recorded, you're in, you know, 2003, you're in the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. You're like, wait a second. What now? Like, who am I? And I went on this journey of just burning bridges, hurting people because I was this massive void inside of me, right? I was just in so much pain. But the things that I've noticed lately is, you know, you touched on mental health, right? For those kids, building the brand while you're in the actual peak part of your career. So that way you do have that pivot thereafter. I think it's so important, man.
It is. It is like that. They people in general, like our support system and all that stuff, like, they're trying to teach us that, like our PA, mentors, ex-alumni NFL players that come in, they trying to say sometimes people, you know, the information comes in one ear and leaves the other. I try to really take notes on that and really understand that like right now is the best time to do most of that stuff. Obviously focus 100% on your craft and being the best version of yourself on the field. But outside of that, like trying to build a little bit because you're the hottest thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're done playing football, yeah, people might remember you a little bit, but not as much as like right now. So capitalize right now, strike while the iron's hot. You know what I'm saying? You got something that's really good, giving back to the community with your foundation. Cool, put it forward, you know what I'm saying? Show people. You got a brand, show people and all that stuff. But yeah, no, I don't blame each other. Like I said with your example with the after leaving LSU, like that's all we did all our lives. That's all we know, you know, football and all that stuff. And we can say all we want, like, oh, I'll transition to this and all that stuff, but there will be an identity shift when we're done.
It's hard, man.
Because we're behind just in life. Like
that's it.
We're behind, like,
dude,
the workforce and, you know, working a regular job or being in a work environment where the people, it's so different. And vice versa. People don't understand the locker room. They don't.
No.
You know,
they don't. The locker room's the best, right? The locker room's the best. You learn a lot about life. Right, in those trenches of football or your sport, baseball, whatever the sport is. But dude, to your point, it's like you when you're done, right? When I was done, it was like when I sent my resume, 2003 College World Series, SEC champion. You don't have experience. It's like,
yeah, you don't.
Like bro, like what did you want me to do? I couldn't work because it was illegal. I got suspended for working a baseball camp for my head baseball coach. Dude, I got suspended because I made $50.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, Ben. Yeah. You have no experience.
Yeah.
Like, wait a second. I just did all this. I just did all this. Like, you know, what I was supposed to do. And now I'm not valued in society. And I think, and I know that's where a lot of mental health issues do happen for collegiate athletes, but more so like Major League Baseball players or NBA players or NFL players, because they've gone an extended amount of time outside of college. And that's what they did. And they were known on a national level or global level. And now they're just someone who doesn't have experience.
Yeah, someone you back to square zero. In a good way and a bad way, though, because if you're able to utilize all the tools and the stuff that they teach you at the professional level or collegiate level, even though you don't have the experience of work, you have values that other people don't.
Yep.
Like the discipline that we have as athletes, way different than the discipline of someone like outside of like the professional athlete world. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The discipline of I wake up at 5 a.m., I got 6 a.m. lift. I need to eat well. People don't understand that you need to take care of yourself, like and eat well, your nutrition, take care of yourself, recovery, all that stuff. All those small things are things that, you know, build Fortune 500 businesses, and they looking for that. So that's why, like, if you're able to shift from your athletic world to the workforce and they know that you have those qualities and those values, people are looking for that. They're looking for people that can lead. Most people don't know how to lead, you know? Athletes can lead. So all those things, if you can utilize that and use that in your advantage, like you can make your transition can be very smooth.
Absolutely. Well, athletes understand that leading is more of a collaboration than telling.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people that didn't play high level sports think leading is managing.
Yeah, it's like one person telling everyone what to do. No, it's like you said, it's a collab effort. What do you think of this? Okay, cool. What do you think of this? Okay, cool. And then you come together and then you're like, okay, I think based on your perspective, what you just said, we should do this play, we should do this, whatever. I'll tell the coaches. It's a whole thing, but he's managing, he's putting the pieces together and all that stuff. It's not just him saying, hey, we're going to run the ball on third down, and then we're going to go on. Now, okay, I asked the OC, that's what we think. I asked the DC, I asked some the quarterback and the running back. They think this play, he's putting the pieces together, and that's what you call a leader, in my opinion.
1,000%. Because it's like you may consult with everybody, but at the end of the day, you might do what you're going to do, but at least everybody feels heard, right?
Yeah.
You know, everybody feels heard and everybody collaborated in that final decision. It is what it is, right? The big thing, man, is why I think athletes are so successful beyond sport is because we run the play. Just like you said, 5 a.m. wake up, 6 a.m. lift, fuel my body, do my recovery. It's like, I look at my schedule every day. I go, okay, so I know I'm up at 4.
Yeah.
I take my, whatever I have my coffee. I'm in the gym by 4:30. From 4:30 a.m. to 4:50 a.m., I'm walking on an incline. From 4:50 to 5:45, I am lifting. When I get home, 6:15 shake. I have everything boiled down, and my wife doesn't know this because she thinks I'm unorganized. I am pretty disorganized with some things. I'm telling you right now, like I'm a mess in a lot of areas, but I'll know from the time I wake up in the morning, every single timestamp of what I'm doing. And then I know at 6:40-ish, I'm upstairs to help kids get ready for school. I've already made their breakfast, did their lunches after I took care of me. But now, dude, I've got all this done, and I'm going to help them get out the door, and then my day starts.